My name is Rylee Walter. I am a double major in speech communication and English literature, and I'm from here, Spokane. Okay, so I actually didn't choose Whitworth at first. I chose Washington State University, and I went there for 5 weeks, and I was really miserable there. And I kind of realized pretty early on that I had made the wrong choice, that I wanted to be in a place that focused on community, and that I wanted to be in a place that really invested in their students. So I left Washington State after like 5 weeks and came back here starting in the spring of my freshman year. The other reason I came back to Whitworth is because I wanted to debate, and Whitworth has an incredible debate program. We have one of the best teams in the country in the styles of debates and speeches that we do, and I knew that coming in, and I knew I wanted to be a part of a team like that. So I connected with our coach, Dr. Mike Ingram, and from there I enrolled in university, and yeah, that's how I ended up at Whitworth. So I had been involved in honors programs in high school, and I was involved in the honors program in my brief stint at Washington State, and I enjoyed my experiences there. So I thought that joining another honors program at Whitworth would be really interesting, and I also saw that they had a lot of different options for ways you could satisfy the requirements in different ways, basically that it would help you invest in your education, and I thought that was really compelling. So that's why I ended up choosing to go the honors route. So the most notable experience I've had through honors is doing an independent research project. So there are like 6 categories you can pick from in honors, and you have to pick out of 4 of those categories. And so I picked, for one of my categories of classes I had to take, was an independent research. And I ended up doing this 30-page long research study with my coach, Dr. Mike Ingram, and another professor in communication, Dr. Alan Mickelson. And together, we produced this big research study about a type of phenomenon that happens in the style of debate that we do. And we ended up sending it to the Western States Communication Association. It took a top 4 paper award there. I presented it at the IPDA National Championship Tournament a couple weeks ago, and we're in the process of getting it published. So it was a really cool experience, both to learn how to do research and because it really informed what I want to do with the rest of my life. Prior to that, I hadn't really considered graduate school in communication. I wanted to be an English teacher. But then after taking a lot of other communication classes and seeing how cool research was, I decided to go further in communication. So I'm really thankful for that experience going forward, because I know it's going to be really helpful to me in how I proceed in graduate programs. So Casey Andrews was really helpful to me because he let me turn his Jan term class into an honors independent study on top of his Jan term class, and it helped me get to where I needed to go for honors. So I needed like one more credit. So he was really helpful to me in making sure that I could get that honors credit in a through his Jan term class, just changing some things around to make it work for me. So that was really helpful to me, that he was really invested in making sure that I got to graduate with honors. Same with Bert Emerson. Bert was really helpful in helping me navigate the last year of honors and trying to make sure I got all the pieces in place. Probably that there are just lots of paths to getting things done, that there are you can be really creative and take different measures and things like that and still end up moving towards one specific goal, because there's not one path that you take to get through the honors program. There's lots of different paths that you can take, and it required a lot of individual decisions and planning and things like that. So I think that's a big takeaway, that getting to a goal doesn't have to be linear. The biggest takeaway from college in general is definitely that it's okay when plans change. Because I came into college thinking I was going to be an English teacher, and now I'm going into a graduate program in communication to be a professor. So that's my biggest takeaway from college for sure, is that it's okay when you have a plan for your life and it shifts.